Now, let's stick with that story. And as President William Ruto faces the Mount Kenya region this week, he seeks to solidify his hold on the region despite growing rebellion. In a media interview with journalists yesterday at the Sagana State Lodge, Ruto sought to pacify the region amid growing skepticism about his administration's performance. Ruto's statements aimed to reassure citizens and calm tensions. But how do they hold up under scrutiny? Here's a fact check of some claims made during the interview as compiled by our very own Zainab Ismail.
By the way, we are selling tea to Sudan. Even after they say they are not buying our tea, the market itself has forced them. We sell tea today to Sudan.
A day after these remarks, the Sudanese embassy in Nairobi issued a statement refuting President Ruto's claim, asserting, and I quote, on March 11th of 2025, Sudan's Ministry of Trade and Supply issued a decree suspending all imports from Kenya in line with Sudan's national interests. This decision has fully been implemented, and since then, no Kenyan products, including Kenyan tea, have been imported into Sudan. The East African Tea Trade Association also reported on the 15th of March that tea shipments remain stuck with no clearance at Port Sudan. They further confirmed to NTV that by today, the situation remains the same.
Have we stabilized the education of the children of Kenya? Yes. When I came into office, nobody knew what CPC was going to happen. Many parents they did not know what was going to happen next. We have sorted out the challenges with CBC. I have hired 76,000 teachers in 2 years. It's never been done by any government.
CBC has faced issues from teacher training to issues with infrastructure. A June 20th, 2024 High Court ruling upheld CBC's legality, but challenges linger with many schools still lacking proper infrastructure and properly trained teachers. However, there has been progress indeed, but not fully fixed. On the issue of the 76,000 teachers hired in 2 years, by mid-2023, TSC hired 50,550 teachers. In 2024, 46,000 interns were made permanent, but many were already counted, bringing new hires to about 56,000 to 60,000 by September of 2024. Ruto planned 20,000 more hires for 2025, but there is no data to back that those extra teachers have been hired to reach the 76,000 figure.
That now that we have stabilized the economy, inflation has come down to 3.5% from 9%. Our exchange rate has stabilized substantially. Our foreign reserves were now close to $10 billion. We are now in a much more solid place to undertake the development of our country.
Well, according to the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics, the year-on-year inflation rate in September of 2022 was indeed 9.6%, driven by high food and fuel prices amid global supply shocks and a domestic drought. But despite the lower rate, food insecurity remains a harsh reality for millions, with many people still lacking basic food because prices, while down, aren't low enough and the purchasing power of Kenyans has gone down.
So another 400 kilometers, mbali na 560 ya Mau, barabara zingine 400 kilometers hapa Mlimani. Almost a total of 1,000 kilometers ya barabara inajengwa hapa Mlimani.
President Ruto indeed relaunched the Mau Road network in February of 2024. However, nationally, 1,037 kilometers were built by June 2024 under Ruto's administration, but no data shows the claim of ongoing 400 extra kilometers underway in Mount Kenya alone by March of 2025. The 1,000 kilometers total claim is quite a stretch. Zainab Ismail, NTV.